Are you looking for some rare camo that looks awesome and that makes you look unique on the field? Do you have the burning desire to yell Suka! Or
Śmieciu, jebany, kurwa mać!
Well, Helikon is for you. With their tactical clothing line, sold in Polish woodland and Polish desert, you can finally sound like a broken radio and feel like a true Slav, regardless of where you're really from. Hi there! Today I want to talk about certain products from a certain company, named Helikon-Tex. Helikon-Tex is a company based in Poland. However, their products, which are mostly camping utensils, bushcraft items, tactical, range and winter clothing, etc., are made overseas in countries like China and Vietnam. Judging by their price point and quality, it's not exactly a high-end brand, but they are also not a dirt cheap brand like most other knockoff airsoft brands. So the quality is kind of decent for the tactical clothing line. However, there are products like their winter clothing which are very high-end. Today, I will be talking to you about their tactical clothing line, including the CPU, Combat Patrol Uniform, and their combat shirt. Let's start out with the CPU. The Combat Patrol Uniform is designed after the Polish Standard Uniform Regulation of 2010. And I've seen this uniform, or parts of the uniform, being worn by Polish infantrymen in Afghanistan. And I think if people are trusting their lives on those uniforms overseas, it's definitely worth something. Their CPU tops and bottoms are available in several camo patterns and colors, including all pen cut versions and camogrom, which is the Polish copy of multicam, and are made out of 65-35 poly cotton, except for their pen cut uniforms. Those are made out of 50-50 Nikon, so they're made with legit materials. It's basically a very thought out BDU top, going from top to bottom. The collars have inner fleece lining, maximizing comfort. The sleeves have zipper bicep pockets with Velcro, and small underarm pockets that can take utensils like compasses and stuff. It does fit right in the rain notebooks, but barely. And the cuffs are adjustable with Velcro. On the armpits, you can open up the jacket with zippers for better air circulation. However, I found that basically useless when I'm wearing a plate carrier or anything else in that sense. On the torso, you have Velcro stripes for name tapes, and two chest pockets that can be opened up by opening the Velcro flaps or by using the zippers on the sides. Both sides are held together by two-way zippers and Velcro. And the bottom lines are deep enough so they can be tucked into pants without having any worries about them blowing out, because the chance of that happening is very minimal if you have the correct size. I noticed that the CPU tops and a lot of other tops made by Helikon, including their winter jackets, are slightly oversized. My torso size is large, and large fits me a bit loose. I recommend buying a size smaller for perfect fit. And that's it for the CPU top. And before we get to the CPU pants, I want to take a second to talk about the Helikon combat shirt, which is very hard to find in these days. It's essentially the same pocket design on upper and lower arm. The differences are that the collars are unpadded and the torso is made with a breathable fabric to increase breathability while wearing ballistic protection. In my experiences, it's very comfortable to wear with or without plate carrier. Since it's polyester, it sometimes has a tendency to kind of slip out of your pants as you have them tucked in. And it's not the most durable fabric ever used. In fact, it started to fray after wearing my plate carrier for a couple of hours. Due to the edges kind of rubbing against the fabric, it kind of leaves some marks. Now, let's get to the CPU pants. Essentially, it's normal BDU pants with some extra features that make it unique. Just like with the CPU top, we will go from top to bottom. It uses a standard waist that sits just like normal pants on your waistline. A neat feature is that the waist is adjustable, using the cinching straps on each side to tighten and loosen the fit. Belt loops are very standard. They are wide enough to fit thicker rigorous belts. Holding both sides of the pants are buttons, which is great because buttons are extremely easy to fix in the field with a sewing kit. However, a military corner who is an infantryman told me stories of buttons blowing out on these pants in extreme situations. I don't doubt that this can happen, but like I said, it's easy to fix with a needle and garment. In total, these pants have 9 pockets, 2 of them being standard dip pockets, and 2 of them being magazine compartments to store AR mags, for example, and 2 of them also being BDU Velcro pockets with a cord stopping system for improved retention and the ability to get into your items silently. And 2 pockets on top of your ass. Like most combat pants, it features knee pad pockets. They are made to hold the Helikon-Tex low profile pads, which are very hard to get. So cutting out some foam out of a yoga mattress will do the job as well. What I don't like is that these pockets have a tendency to shift to the body's central side, so when you're kneeling down, there is a chance of your kneecaps hitting the dirt. And by the way, you cannot adjust the height or fitment of the knee pads. And to the very bottom, the cuffs are adjustable with 2 strings. These cords open very easy and fast, so to keep a permanent fit you need to tie a knot, or like I did, slide through some cord stoppers. What I realized after using these pants is that they are relatively form-fitting, and they are not very bulky, which is a nice thing to have for me. That's it for the CPU uniform. Overall, in my experience, good products. But keep in mind, even though they are made for real steel action, they're absolutely nothing compared to higher tier companies. But they get the job done. That was it for my review. If you think I left something out or said something wrong about these pants, feel free to criticize me. That's all I have to say. I'm Michael Feel Tactical, and I'm out. Adios.
Damit du auch aufgenommen eine Tactical-Brille hast.
Fotos machen.
Ciao.
Das ist aber nett.